Good evening and welcome to the Decatur County 4-H Fairgrounds. I'm Joshua Marsh alongside Emily Versman for the Tuesday night edition of Live at 5, presented by Holzbosch Dairy, powered by Cobia Solar, live from the Vinyl Solutions stage in the Farm and Home building on the west side of the fairgrounds. Emily, it's Tuesday night. It's the final couple days of the fair, and it's a beautiful evening out.
We finally have some good weather, knock on wood, it stays this way. We are on day 6 of 7, so the home stretch is here. Tonight is a big night for the livestock kids. It will be the Tom Swain. It's the 50th anniversary showmanship contest. All of those showmen have been chosen. They'll be starting tonight at 6:30. We will be carrying that live on WTRE as well as seeing it on our YouTube channel. So if you want to see the animals and the kids, you'll be able to log on there and see it. So that'll start at 6:30, brought to you by Andrew Gauk and Kevin Kreitz. They'll be calling that this evening, and a whole bunch of sponsors on board with it as well. Horse and Pony had a fun show this morning. 4-H buildings are open. The open class building is open. So you're on your last couple days to really get a chance to get out and see what's happening here at the fair.
You can. So you can come through, check out all the projects on your way to grab something to eat, to ride the rides. Of course, those open this evening at 6 p.m. And today's the 2 for the price of 1. And I think Andrew from Lures is going to be back this evening to talk to us a little bit more as well.
He is. He's going to come back and clarify everything and wrap up how the fair has been for them. Also tonight, we haven't heard any changes. So as far as we know, in the grandstand tonight will be the Southern Indiana Dirt Drags, Truck Drags. That starts at 7 o'clock tonight. Pit pass is $15. Grandstand pass is $10, and 5 and under are free. So
yeah,
last
night a little disappointing with the rain and the tractor pulls getting canceled. I know they were all here and ready to go, and then you and I and the rest of the WTRE team kind of hung out and watched it monsoon and hail.
That hail, and it just kept hailing and hailing and hailing.
Right. So we actually watched them turn off the lights on the midway, probably about 8 o'clock or so, and everybody started to go home. But it ended up being a pretty good evening after that. But this evening, it seems like the truck drags are on and will commence hopefully right on time at 7.
All right, we do want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be here tonight. Decatur County REMC, Overmeyer Agri Group, Decatur County Recycling, Napoleon State Bank, Stone's Farm Service, George's Pharmacy, Steer Heating and Cooling, Acre Automotive Group, Kokemeyer Brothers, and Dave Henderson for Decatur County School Board. When we come back, we will have the band directors from the Greensburg Decatur County Marching Band and catch up with them and see how their summer is going on Tree Country 1330. Welcome back to the Decatur County Fairgrounds. It is Tuesday evening. It's 2 for Tuesday on the Midway, and the rides are going. I can see the boat swinging from here, and it's a beautiful day out, sunshine, and so far, no clouds.
Right, so we are joined by our first guest this evening, Lisa and Eli. They're with the Decatur County Greensburg Marching Band, which is a collaborative effort. So you're from South Decatur and you're from Greensburg. Tell us a little bit about this county organization that maybe a lot of people don't know about, and you're also in the middle of camp right now, so tell us how that's going.
Yeah, so we are day 2 of band camp. Today is Tuesday. We go through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So our kids are working really hard to complete our show this year, which is Tomato Tomato. We are 3 schools, 1 band, South Decatur, North Decatur, and Greensburg Community Schools. So yeah, we are working on completing our band camp this week, and going into the weekend, we have Jay County on Friday, and then Muncie Central on Saturday. So we have 2 competitions coming up as well.
So tell folks a little bit about how that works with competition in band, because I don't know that a lot of people realize there are band competitions.
I would say that the way that it is ranked is very similar to how you would go to, say, an Olympic event where you are rated by judges for, you get a rating of 1 to
Like
10 or so. That rating goes into a final score, which then is tallied up, and then depending on your score, that is how they decide how to rank a band.
And band camp runs 12 hours a day. This is not, I don't think some people realize the amount of work and time that goes into being in marching band.
Yeah, our students actually get athletic credit for being involved in marching band over the summer.
So during band camp, what is that when they learn the routine for competition?
So we've already been learning our show for 4 weeks. We're about halfway through learning our show, so we've completed the first 2 parts, and now we're working on completing the last 2 sections of the show, which is the part of the show where we make salsa out of the tomato. So we go into a salsa groove, there's some drumming on pots and pans, lots of fun bringing the audience into it, and then we finish the show with a little bit of a recap of what we heard from the beginning, the VeggieTales theme, as well as the Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong Let's Call the Whole Thing Off song, which is our second movement. So we continue to kind of bring that back at the end of the show. It's a really fun ending, and we're all celebrating the tomatoes at the end.
Now, have you already had Community Day, or is that coming up?
No, that is not this weekend, but the next weekend. Saturday, the 27th of July, from 5. First performance is at 5, and second performance is at 7. We'll have food trucks. We'll have silent raffle. We'll have donations, a pie in the face contest, all sorts of fun. So that
where will that be at?
Next Saturday at Greensburg Community High School at the stadium.
So how long have you both been involved in band, and how did you end up in the position you're in now?
You go first, yeah.
Okay.
Gotta count.
Are we talking long story here?
Long story.
Cool. So I actually joined band by accident whenever I was in 7th grade. It was just, I have an extra space in my schedule. I'm sign up for it. Shiny instrument, shiny noisemaker. I'll do it. And honestly, I made a lot of really good friends in band, and that made me want to stick around and learn more about it. It probably was by the time I was about halfway through high school, that some really good teachers of mine said, you know that you can make a career out of this, right? And they encouraged me to pursue it, and I really enjoyed it. I went to Ball State University where I studied it. I learned really what it means to be a musician, what it means to be a teacher. And this past year has really only solidified how I feel about being a teacher. I am in my 2nd year at South Decatur, and no, it's been a blast.
Very good.
So I joined the band in 6th grade back in 2012. Yep, 2012. And I started on the French horn. I love music, always sang in the choir, very musical family. Stayed in band, got to perform in several great locations, and like Eli was saying, all my friends were in band, and I was very much was part of it was a group experience. So ended up going to Carnegie Hall to play when I was just finished my sophomore year of high school. And that was the moment where I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do this as a career. I have to make music. I have to teach others. And ever since then, I've always been very passionate about helping others and excited about teaching music. Went to IU for 4 years, got a degree in music ed and French horn performance, double major with a minor in conducting. Love conducting to this day. It's one of my passions. And I've been at Greensburg ever since I graduated from IU back in 2021. And this is my 4th season, which I realized this season, it's funny, I was like, wow, I feel old now because I'm the oldest of all 4 directors. And the DCGMB, Decatur County Greensburg Marching Band, has been around this is now its 8th season. And I've taught 4 of the seasons. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting old. I'm like a seasoned person now, I guess. So it's kind of an honor to get to see this program through and continue in this area.
How do folks find out, or if they want to join the band, how do they find out to do that?
They talk to one of their band directors at one of the 3 schools. So
We go through a recruitment process in our spring. We talk to the kids about what marching band is. We try and get them out to a couple of our rehearsals just to try it themselves. And then around the time at the start of our season, we just look for some commitment forms. And then once we kind of know our numbers, then we start building our show.
And this all accumulates to going to the state fair competition. And that's a big moment. I know everybody, top 10 is always the goal, is this, right?
Yep. It's Sweet 16, but we prefer to be in the top 10 for sure.
All right. Well, we wish you guys the best of luck this year. It's so much hard work. I can't imagine 12-hour days all week
That's
in
right.
the heat.
Real quick, favorite fair food before you go.
Well, I'm gonna
Funnel
say,
cakes.
yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing as him. We talked about this before. Funnel cake. I mean, it has to
I
be.
prepared.
Okay, perfect. Nothing wrong with that. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and then our next guests are here to bribe us with milkshakes. So stay tuned to WTRE on 104.3 FM, 1330 AM on YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow, or live in person in the Farm and Home building on the west side of the Decatur County 4-H Fairgrounds. You guys will have to.
All right, welcome back to the Decatur County Fairgrounds. It is Tuesday night of the fair, and we're on the home stretch tonight and tomorrow night. So if you want fair food, you need to get out here and get your fair food because you're running out of time. There's also 2 for Tuesday going on the Midway. We'll talk with Laura's here coming up. Right now, though, we are joined with some special guests. They only do this once a year, but this year they had to do it 2 days.
That's right. And they've bribed us a little bit.
Look at these.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can see that they've brought us their milkshakes.
A milkshake. And these are homemade, correct? Okay, so tell us, you guys are the Dairy Kids. So tell us about yourselves and what this is all about.
So I'm Hannah Fuel. I am a 7th year dairy member. I did dairy when I was in mini 4-H. I basically grown up on the dairy farm. The milkshakes are all homemade. We did them just like 5 minutes ago when we were coming up here. It's just ice cream milk and chocolate syrup and chocolate.
All right, and these are once a year. You guys do these.
Yes.
But you got hailed out last night.
Yes, we did.
All right, tell us about yourself.
So I am Ella Cruz, and I'll tell you about where the money goes from the milkshake stand. So the Dairy Project, we sell in the auction. All of us go in at one time, and we show the grand champion of the cows and reserve grand champion. And the money that we get from the reserve and grand champion gets split between all of the 4-Hers. And this year we have 15 4-Hers showing dairy cows, and we had 30 some heifers in the dairy barn. And so all of these milkshake is like a donation to us, or like a fundraiser for all of the 4-Hers, and the money gets split up between all of us.
All right, and tell us about your history with dairy.
So I am a 10-year member, but I am 8 years in dairy, the Dairy Project, and I've just been doing it for the 8 years. I live on a farm, but it's mostly like the harvest farm, and so I get my cows from Dawn Crosby, and so does Hannah.
Yes.
And but I did get them from the shoot, I forget what they're called.
It's okay.
That's okay.
Forgot where they got them from, but and I've been in it ever since, and I love it. So.
All right, very good. All right, we want to pass your mic back.
Yeah, Wade can tell us. Wade's probably loud enough too. He also doesn't need them.
I'm Wade Schutte. I started dairy. My dad and his siblings and their family all grew up on a dairy farm and milked cows. And so they all did dairy 4-H, so I decided to do it as well. And our milkshakes, all the profit we get is straight to the 4-H program. We had a sponsor, Holzbosch Dairy sponsored all the milkshakes to buy the ice cream and the milk and the syrup and everything. So the dairy program doesn't have to spend any money on any other products. It all goes straight to the dairy 4-Hers. So.
All right, so tell us where you guys are located at tonight.
We're right by Cornerstone.
By Cornerstone, so just down over the hill, past headquarters.
In the poultry barn.
Okay.
Yep, on the poultry barn.
And what flavors do you offer?
We offer chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry.
All right, and what is the price?
$5.
$5 a shake. All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay.
There you go. That's good radio.
That's really good. Yeah. That was
It
good.
is-
And it's very thick. Good job, guys. Very good.
Thank you.
So dairy shows are over. Anybody showing in the Tom Swain tonight?
Ella and I.
Well, congratulations. That's exciting. Good luck. And which one are you most nervous about?
Pigs. Pigs.
Yeah.
That's way different from a cow.
Yes, very different.
Well,
So.
well, good luck to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your work that you do as a community member and community partner. I know it takes a whole lot of effort to raise some money each year, so well done. Good job, and keep it up.
All right. Congratulations, guys. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thanks for the milkshake.
Thanks for the milkshake. Yes.
We're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and we'll be back with our next guest right after this.
Welcome back to the Decatur County Fairgrounds Tuesday night. It is a beautiful night out so far, knock on wood. We hope it's going to continue just like it is.
It looks like it's going to, and it's also 2 for 1 tonight on the Midway, which is a great promotion. It's a great opportunity to bring the kids out, or maybe ride with grandma, or ride with your favorite co-host.
That's right. You can't wait. I can already see it.
That's right.
I think that's coming tomorrow. Get ready.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Well, we do want to thank Holzbosch Dairy for sponsoring the Live at 5 show, powered by Cobia Solar from the Vinyl Solutions stage this year. All right. We've got Chris. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us tonight. Tell us about your organization.
So I'm Carrie Walden, and I'm here with the Greensburg Youth Empowerment. So we're a nonprofit organization that partners with other organizations to help them promote their own programs. So, for instance, we're helping with the Boy Scouts pop booth today and throughout the fair. So that's just one example of something that we've been working on to help organizations that are already working towards their program, and then we partner alongside them to help with fundraising and those sorts of things.
And how did your organization get started, and what was the need that you saw needed to be filled?
Absolutely. So John and I are both Scout leaders, so we're involved in Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Venture Crew, and fundraising is always a challenge. And so we saw a need in order to present additional opportunities for kids to be able to participate who maybe don't have the money needed for the fees to join or don't have the money needed to participate in the larger trips or things that the groups wanted to go on. Then we wanted to be able to have that opportunity for all kids regardless of their financial background.
And what's your main source? How do you go about fundraising?
So we started in November, and so far we've had a variety of opportunities. So we have done a couple candy making expeditions, making caramels and selling those. We have looked for individual donations or partnerships with corporations, things like that.
And did you establish a 501c3, or do you have an organization that people can contribute to?
Absolutely. So one of the challenges with seeking donors is being sure that there is a 501c3 in place so that they experience that tax benefit from the donation. So,
If someone wants to get involved with your organization, how can they find you on the web or get in contact with you?
so we are working on those presents since we're a fairly new organization. So there's you can get in touch with us individually, and then we have some connections through the Scouts to be able to get in touch.
All right. Well, thank you for being here tonight. I think that's amazing work that you guys are doing. And what's the future look like for your company? What do you see happening?
So thus far, we've been able to help the Venture crew go on a trip to the Boundary Waters. So that was a huge endeavor in just a short amount of time. And so we see helping come alongside and do some of those bigger trips and opportunities that kids in Decatur County wouldn't necessarily have the opportunity to do otherwise. So we'll continue to partner with organizations that want to provide those types of opportunities.
Do you see this as a way for you to maybe help solicit like larger outside of our community grants and opportunities to bring additional funding? Because there is a lot of, Joanne Cunningham was here last evening with the United Fund, and there's 16 partner agencies that they focus and work on. And there's other groups that also have this sort of idea, but they aren't necessarily tailored to as specific as you are or on a smaller level. So obviously you're filling a different need, but the request for dollars only goes so far. So do you see this as an opportunity maybe to solicit something from outside?
Absolutely. So, for example, with the pop booth this year, Greensburg Youth Empowerment was able to contact Coke directly, and because we're a nonprofit organization, had a better opportunity to get product donated versus trying to purchase all of the pop to sell at the fair. So more of those dollars can go directly back to the Scout organizations. So and other types of companies or donors that would be interested in providing either products or financial assistance for these types of events.
Very good. I know the Scouts and everyone that you're helping, it's going to pay off in the end. And is there a phone number that you're willing to put out there if someone wants to get a hold of you?
So there's two numbers, 317-714-7700 will go to Carrie Walden, and then 812-527-8275 is a landline. So if there's trouble with the cell phone, then we can use the landline. So I appreciate the opportunity.
And if somebody wants to find you out here maybe this evening or tomorrow, are you going to be around as well? And if so, where at?
Absolutely. We will be right across the street at the pop booth, so anyone there would be able to get you in contact with John or I, but I think we'll both probably be here the majority of the time anyway. So.
Well, that's perfect. Well, thanks, Carrie, for the time and the effort that you're putting into investing in our youth. I know that that's something that you've been very passionate about, you should talk about with your past, but also finding another way to do that, so that really means a lot.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much for being here.
One of the other things in this same item that the band directors that were on earlier talked about too is they have a fundraiser going on, and their website is Give Butter, as in like the food. GiveButter.com/DCGMB, so Decatur County Greensburg Marching Band, the number 24. So it's GiveButter.com, DCGB24.com. And they're working on fundraising efforts for their organization as well. And of course, we just talked to the Dairy Kids, right, about their fundraising opportunities. So there's a lot that happens out here at the fair, and Carrie, your organization is going to help make sure that those young members of our communities have those great experiences that really do transcend years and generate a better community to live in. So thanks again.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for being here. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll come back and be joined by Andrew from Laura's Ideal Rides on Tree Country 1330. Welcome back to the Decatur County Fairgrounds. It is Tuesday night of the fair, day 6 out of 7. It's been busy, and tonight it's 2 for Tuesday.
That's right. And Andrew, you promised me we were going to ride the Ferris wheel tonight.
Yes.
The last time you were here. Yeah.
Well, now we can ride for the price of one.
Well, you're a cheapskate.
Yes, that's why we're waiting. It's two for Tuesday tonight. Mayor and I can go on the Ferris wheel for the price of one. It's a good special. It's a growing special. Come on out and ride. Luckily, the weather cooperated a little bit more on the first one ticket ride than it did last night. But we plan a great fair, and we hope that the weather holds out tonight and tomorrow night to finish up.
The weather has been quite the challenge this year, and I know you guys are always looking out for the safety of our community members. So last night was a little iffy there for a minute, and you guys made the decision to go ahead and close down.
Well, yes. We definitely have a plan of action where it's staged with lightning and then rain and then wind and hail, and it takes quite a bit of inspection to get reopened. And when all that hail and wind hit, and it didn't stop last night, did it? The rain stayed for longer than we thought it was going to.
It did in the
So
hailstorm.
unfortunately, it washed us out. I have not been in a hailstorm that long in my life growing up in the Midwest.
That's what everyone kind of keeps talking about, is the duration of the hail. That we were watching it through here, and Emily and I made the comment earlier. We watched you guys turn off the lights, and we said, "Well, that's over for the evening." So obviously, there's a safety plan that your team does a great job with. What is it? Is it so far out? What's that process look like that people may
We
not know?
have a certain amount of miles and direction that with it's going on our computers with lightning, and that lightning and wind is obviously first and foremost, and then comes wind and hail, and then comes what it takes to get reopened, because everything has to go through a vigorous inspection once it's closed to get reopened.
Which I think people should be really rest assured in, that those are happenings on the back end. What's the obviously tonight and tomorrow, and then you guys have a long season ahead of you too, and then you do make some other stops in Indiana. We were talking about that.
Yes, very much so. We have one more county fair in Indiana, in Tippecanoe County, but then we come back and we're in southern Indiana. We come to the Mitchell Persimmon Festival and the Seymour Oktoberfest at the end of September and early October. So we're very happy to come back to southern Indiana, and we've been a big part of doing business down here since the 1940s, my family.
And we were talking the other day a little bit too. A lot of people are always interested in what your guys' season looks like. So why don't you tell us how long you spend on the road, and every year your team?
Man, some members of our team and I, we're on the road from the week before the Super Bowl starts now, with the way the NFL changed, till Columbus Day weekend. And then I'm home for about 4 or 5 weekends there, because it's work all winter. We have shops in both Terre Haute, Indiana, and in Carbondale, Illinois. and we work on stuff in the wintertime, and we have full-time crews there in the winter. And we start sending stuff down to the Houston Livestock Show January 1st. So it's when we started coming here 67 years ago, it was a lot different business model. It was essentially Memorial Day to Labor Day, and you're able to work on stuff a little quicker, and some people even had second jobs or second businesses. You definitely better love it because it's full-time now.
Now you had a couple new rides this year. I've seen everybody enjoying those. Again, it is 2 for Tuesday. Do we have any new rides that are on order that you can talk about?
We're working on it, but there's nothing I can divulge right now.
And a lot of
There's
these,
something that might appear this fall, and there's some other things we're looking at towards the future. Right now, some of this equipment takes 3 to, there's one company we're talking to that's out till 29 or 2030. The production process in our country is slowed for various reasons, and that's the same worldwide. So,
and a lot. I know you've gotten other rides from Italy. Will these potential rides come from overseas as well?
Possible. We're in talks about something in Italy and something from the United States. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. Now
It's an exciting part.
that is, yeah. We'll have to find him this fall and see what we can find out.
Uh-huh.
Now, 2 for Tuesday tonight. Tomorrow night, celebrating the community in whole, is free parking night.
Free parking. Come on in. There's no one stopping you to pay to park. And you have a sponsor for that at the fair, correct?
I believe so. I just
Yep.
don't have it with us. But yes.
Okay, we have a sponsor at the fair for that, and thankful to them and all the sponsors who help out the fair. And that is the night. Please come spend your tickets and whatever advance sale, whatever ticket from any night from 1996, whatever you have left, it's good. And if you don't use it, it is honored next year as well.
All right. We thank you guys for being here and being such a great company and great to work with here at the Decatur County Fair.
Well, we try to do our best, and we hope to continue to ride people safely for years to come.
It's going to be a lot of fun to have you back next year. As always, we look forward to our conversations then. We're going to take a short break, but first we want to thank our sponsors.
Decatur County REMC, Obermeyer Agri Group, Decatur County Recycling, the Napoleon State Bank, Stone's Farm Service, George's Pharmacy, Steer Heating and Cooling, Acre Automotive Group, Kokemeyer Brothers, and Dave Henderson for Decatur County School Board. We'll be back in 2 minutes on Tree Country. Welcome back to the Decatur County Fairgrounds. It is Tuesday evening, one more day. Well, we have 2 more days of fair food, but you got to get out here if you're going to do it.
That's right. We're running out of time. So it's obviously Tuesday evening. Tomorrow's the last night. The projects are still all in the buildings this evening. The animals are still here. The track events are on as far as we know. So it should be a great Tuesday in southeastern Indiana.
That's right. We want to remind everyone that the Community Healthcare Clinic has watermelon. Their slices tonight are $1. It's been so hot over the fair. They reduced those to $1. And the melon, you can buy whole melon if you like for $5. And then don't forget our Dairy 4-H kids down just over the hill a little bit making those milkshakes. I think everybody's had one flavor and it's good. We've got chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, right? And thumbs up by everybody.
That's right.
Very, very good. So $5 for those, and all that money goes into a pot. So theirs is a little bit different as they can't all individually sell an animal. So that money's going to go into a pot and is split out versus another species in the auction where they each can auction it off. Another, we want to say good luck tonight. Tom Swain kicks off about 6:30, so less than an hour now, as the kids get ready for that down in the livestock barn.
Lots of stuff still going on out at the fair. If you're not out here yet, it's a good opportunity to make your way out. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe and follow along with WTRE. And of course, we do have our next Farmer of the Day, which is going to be up after the break as well.
We do. So again, good luck to all of our showmen that will be in tonight at the Tom Swain. Is the 50th anniversary. It starts at 6:30 in the livestock barn, and we will take it. Oh, yep, we got one up there. Now I know. Are we good for just a moment? I think.
Yep.
We've got somebody coming on up. But again, good luck to all the kids showing. That's a big deal to make it to the Tom Swain. Again, celebrating the 50th anniversary of the showmanship down there tonight. That will be on the air. By Kevin Wright and Andrew Dallas. Make sure you can watch it on YouTube or hear it on WTRE.
Okay, so we're joined by our next guest. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do in your organization?
I'm Doug Stockland, and we're here with Union Chapel United Methodist Church, and we have a lemonade stand. And it's an actual lemonade stand. We squeeze all the lemons and we mix it here on the fairgrounds. And we've been doing this for 50 or 60 years. I don't know for sure.
I know we had that discussion last year too, and it's been years and years and years, but that's the first stop for me when I get to the fairgrounds is to get that cup of lemonade.
We appreciate that, and we like repeat business, and we hope to see you many times during the fair.
Many times a night, every night at the fair, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
What is the preparation that goes in for you guys being ready to open your fair booth?
Well, we've got to make plans to order lemons and decide how many cases of lemons to get, and we've got to squeeze the lemons. We've got an ice machine at our parsonage. We've got to get it ready and started every year. And of course, we've got to haul the booth down here and get it cleaned up and set up. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
And this is one of your biggest fundraisers.
This is our fundraiser. This is what we do. We don't have chili suppers or anything. This is just what we do.
All right, and there is $2 for a large cup of lemonade.
$2 for a large cup of the best lemonade ever made.
That's right. And you're on the north end of the community building, open every evening. I know one thing people probably ask you all the time is how many pounds of lemons do you go through a year?
We went through, I think this year we squeezed 15 cases. Which
Is it 25 pounds a case or 20 pounds a case?
I think there's about 90 lemons in a case.
Okay.
So, I mean,
It's a lot of lemons.
It's a lot of lemons.
it's a chore to get all the lemons squeezed and to get everybody scheduled to do everything.
We sure appreciate you guys coming back year after year. I know I at least do, because like I said, that's my first stop every night to get that cup of lemonade.
We appreciate coming down here, and it's kind of our outreach program to let everybody know that we're here and we're going to be here.
All right, and where is the church actually located at?
It is south of Germantown. It's sitting up on a hill. I don't actually know the address.
That's okay.
Yeah, just outside of St. Paul.
Yes, it's come south out of St. Paul through Germantown, and as you head south, you'll see the big old church up on the hill. And actually, we're celebrating our 100th year for this church. In August, we're having a celebration, and the building itself is 100 years old. There's actually been 2 other churches at that location, but this is kind of special to us. So.
Very special. 100 years is a long time, a long-standing building.
Yes.
With a lot of memories inside.
Yes.
Very good. Well, thanks for joining us tonight on Live at 5. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. Thanks, Doug.
All right. Well, we are going to wrap up our portion of the show for tonight. Again, we want to say a big good luck to all of the showmen tonight competing at Tom Swain. That will kick off at 6:30. We'll take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, it'll be the Farmer of the Day brought to you by Ethos Insurance. Beth Ann right on Street Country 1330. Welcome back to the Decatur County Fairgrounds. It's time for our Farmer of the Day, and we are joined by the Shiremans. Hello. So tell us a little bit about you guys and your agriculture backgrounds.
My parents moved to Decatur County in 1946 from Bartholomew County and started and milked cows. Of course, everybody had hogs, cows, everything then. That's how we ended up in Decatur County.
And where did you come into the picture at?
I lived right around the corner, and my family also milked cows, but not as many as his mom and dad.
So current day, you're a sweet corn farmer, but what else do you do?
I retired from the DMV after 24 years, and now I just do whatever I want to do. Davey,
I haul manure for the dairy part-time with the semi and just kind of stay out of trouble. Or stay out of her way.
That's the hardest part, right?
Yes.
So looking back over your years together, what stands out, I guess, the biggest piece for the agriculture piece of you and your family over the years?
I think it's being able to work with your parents, and you earn that respect the older you get. And your kids working alongside you and your wife or that whole family, or brothers. And
now you guys do have 2 kids and 2 grandkids, so tell us about them.
Beth Ammerheim. Beth is our oldest. She's our daughter. She works at insurance, Ethos Insurance, and Justin, they're 8 years apart. Justin works for Bayer Corporation up north of Indy. And we got 4 kids, 3 boys and 1 little girl. Maddie, she's going to be in Tom Swain tonight, so I told Kathy, we got to make sure we're out of here by 6 o'clock so we can go watch our grandkids.
That's right. And this is not her first go-round, is
No.
it?
No.
In Tom Swain?
her third.
All right. So we're going to wish her well and hope for the best.
We appreciate that.
So let's talk sweet corn's what you're most famous for at the moment. So how's the crop?
Right at the moment, it is prime, and you would not believe how many dozen that have went out of that field. I'd say the next couple of days we'll be done with that part of it, and then a couple of weeks to second planting, and then boom, depending on the weather.
Now, do you send Dave out to pick it?
Yes.
I'll be honest with you, the grandkids and Dave pick it, and his brother Robert.
And you just pedal?
Yeah.
I pedal it and help count them and make sure there's not, you don't have a bug on it. Heaven forbid somebody get a bug in their bag.
Now, if someone is interested in your sweet corn, how can they get a hold of you?
They can call. I usually have my cell phone on me this time of year, which is 812. Oh my, 614-7004. or we have a home landline too, but this time of the year we're not in there a whole lot. And on nights like this, when we're at the fairgrounds watching the kids, we just leave the barn door open. There's a sign, money bag that says, leave your money here and help yourself. Honor system.
Very good.
I said, if people want it so bad that they just take it or take what's there because we don't leave much there. I said, well, they must leave it. It's not worth it.
Now, when you sit back and look at your family, your 2 kids, you've got your 4 grandkids, what's that mean to you guys to see them continue in different pieces of agriculture?
It's an honor, really. I mean, all of them's got a good work ethic, and they do the best of what they can of what they do. And they're teaching their kids the same thing. That's what I'm proud of. So our family's always been involved in 4-H up here, from my mom clear to my son and myself, and it's a good time of the year for us.
Very good. Now, you'll go to noodle making, right, as the holidays approach? Oh, not sure.
Yeah, well, I probably will. I've already had people ask, believe it or not. We started doing that, I don't know, a couple years ago, and it's just blossomed.
I think the dynamics, though, when you look, you guys have had a hand in several different pieces of agriculture, from, milking and having the livestock and crops to now, sweet corn and noodle making with eggs. So you guys have really been a well-rounded family as far as agriculture.
Yeah.
But it's always the noodle making time comes when the chickens
Stop.
quit laying. But good old Rob Smith, he took care of me last year. Be afraid to say how many dozen eggs we went through, but I told Dave, I said, the only bad part about it is, do you know how much flour is in every room when you get done?
It looks like Christmas everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you guys being here tonight. Once again, Dave and Brenda Shireman, a part of Decatur County agriculture history, our farmers of the day, brought to you by Ethos Insurance, Beth Amrine. Again, thank you both for being here and your contribution to Decatur County.
Thank you for helping.
We're going to wrap it up live from the Decatur County Fairgrounds. We'll be back tomorrow night with our last night of the fair with Live at 5, so make sure to join us. And we are coming to you courtesy of Holzbosch Dairy, powered by Cobia Solar from the Vinyl Solutions stage. A big thank you to Decatur County REMC, Obermeyer Agri Group, Decatur County Recycling, the Napoleon State Bank, Stone's Farm Service, George's Pharmacy, Steer Heating and Cooling, Acre Automotive Group, Kokemeyer Brothers, and Dave Henderson for Decatur County School Board. Once again, good luck to all of those in the Tom Swain competition tonight. That'll start at 6:30 in the Livestock Pavilion. You can tune on to WTRE and also watch that on our YouTube channel.